Good afternoon. Welcome to this week's live session in Epic Entrepreneurs. And this week, I'm going to be talking a little bit about markets and what role markets should play in our businesses. And so when I was a kid, we would, and we'd go to the beach. My mother was a pretty worrisome type. And she was always saying, be careful of the undertow. Be careful of the undertow. Well, I didn't really know what the undertow was. And, but she was explaining to it, that, and eventually I got the idea. The waves come in and they go out, and the undertow can pull you out. It would pull me out from time to time, or it would drag us down the beach if it was particularly. She said the undertow is particularly strong. Watch out. And so the conventional wisdom is that if you get sucked out in a riptide, which basically takes you out, or an undertow, which does the same thing, the conventional wisdom is that you can't fight the current. You have to wait till you get pushed out, till the current slows down, and then you swim out of it sideways and then back to the shore. So you can't fight a current. You can't fight a riptide at the beach. There's been several other times when I've been in fishing in rivers and got caught in the current, and you can't fight it. You have to wait till you get to a point where you slow down. Like when we were a kid, we used to do it on purpose, right? We'd jump in the river and go down, and my dad called it an unorganized float trip, and then we'd get out, and we'd probably do it again. So we weren't fishing much. We were just out doing what was fun as kids, and fishing was fun. Now, what does that mean from a market standpoint of view? Well, what I would say is, just like a riptide, just like an undertow, we as business people cannot fight a market. The market will tell us what we need to know. That's where test and measure comes in. If you don't, that's why we don't know. Look, marketers tell you what they want. They come up with brilliant marketing campaigns, but they don't know what's going to work. They have to measure and test like everybody else. And so they do what's called market research. And some of that is measuring and testing. So for us in medium and small business, we have to measure and test. And what that means is that we're going to take and we're going to try something. So let's say we were doing an ad, or let's say we were doing a direct mail letter, because that's easier to think. You wouldn't send 10,000 of them out, and direct mail works, by the way, in some industries, in some places, or you wouldn't get all the mail you get in the mailbox. Think about it. So the math works on direct mail, but on the ones that work. But you have to test it. You'd send out 100 and see what kind of response you get, and then you might change the headline and send out another 100, and you might change. So you do a number of tests to see which one is going to perform the best, and then you just do more of that. Okay, that's how it works. You can't fight a market. Just the things I like and the things may not be what the market likes. I can't just make it up. I have to test and measure. I mean, Coca-Cola found this out back years ago when they came out. They were going to get rid of they were trying to match the taste of, they thought the younger generation wanted the taste of Pepsi. Well, guess what? There was a whole bunch of loyal things. So when they came out with new Coke, it was an uproar. And to Coke's credit, once their uproar came, they canceled it all, cost them a bunch of money, and they went back to the old Classic, which they came back out with Classic Coach, which is the same Coca-Cola that we have today. So just understand that you can't fight a market, but you don't have to. What you have to do is test and measure. So I hope you have a good week. I look forward to chatting with you more. If you have questions or comments, please put them in the comment box. I'd love to have a chat with you about how to test and measure your marketing and find out how to make it more effective. Until next time, all the best.